3, 2, begin transmission. This is Dungeon Radio Hour.
Hello and welcome Space Cadets to Season 2 of Dungeon Radio Hour, a D&D actual play comedy podcast where much like SpaceX, we underdeliver on our promises and have this one mama's boy that's weirdly obsessed with us. As always, I'm your host and Dungeon Master, Dalton Rusher-Riddle, joined once again by my ragtag band of heroes. Introduce yourself, heroes.
I'm Michael Adair.
I'm Alissa Adair.
And I'm Andrew Gehrlein.
And for all of you wondering at home, Michael, yes, is the mama's boy that is weirdly obsessed with us. And that's okay.
I am obsessed. Some would say we're friends. But
you don't leave my house.
It's borderline obsession. You keep trying to start this fucking podcast with us.
I know, but I just thought that'd be a good time to hang out, and you guys keep calling me obsessed. So I thought that would be proof that we're actually friends.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're sitting next to one of us right now. You like snuck into her house?
Yeah.
Right.
I caught him in my bed. It was real gross.
Oh my God.
I know.
Naked too, if I remember.
That's how I
Covered
sleep.
in butter.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I sleep. I like to moisturize, and I like to be in the nude.
That's how he has baby soft
You
skin.
moisturize your whole body and then you get in bed?
I moisturize my
Just
body.
slides right in.
I get it. I get in the buff. I slide in, just like me, on just satin sheets, sliding all the way to the top. Give Alissa a little peck on the cheek, and she doesn't kick me out. So I live here now. Right, babe?
Obsessed.
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 What can I say? I love you guys.
Well, speaking of things that we're obsessed with, it seems like the entire world is obsessed with AI. Talk about a transition. That was good.
That was very smooth.
That was very smooth.
Pat on the back.
Me covered in butter sliding into bed smooth. Very good, Dalton.
Hey.
Very good. Very square-jawed. Very nice.
And AI gets a bad rap, especially in the creative space. We're not sure if we can trust it yet. It's taking away, opportunities and jobs and everything like that. But 100%. I do think within certain parameters, AI is a very useful tool. It's going to be part of the future. We just have to figure out the best way to embrace it. I'm not going to get on my soapbox for this. We don't have the time. But this all is leading up to something, I promise.
He will get on his soapbox to stand next to Alissa on camera, though, because otherwise they're not in frame. Dalton is 5'6.5" and no taller.
I am not. That is incorrect.
Carry on, though. You were introing.
That is incorrect. No, what I was saying is I think AI can be a useful tool set within the correct parameters. The parameters in this case would be the fuckery that the four of us are going to inflict upon it. So Mike actually brought this pre-show idea to me, and if you are a patron on the Patreon, you've probably already heard us because we've played around with it a little bit by doing a story with it, but we're calling this one Fun with AI, the sing-along version. And
Whoa.
I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to Mike, and he can explain a little bit more about what we're going to do.
Hi, it's me. So what we're doing is, the idea is, you know how if you're subscribed to Patreon, by the way, if you're not, subscribe. But anyway, on Patreon, we have AI stuff like Dalton said. But this is for songs. So the other one was for stories. This one's for songs.
Oh, is it that stupid thing that makes up stupid songs?
It is not that. It's this brilliant thing that makes up brilliant songs. It's called Suno. And for $10 a month, you can have unlimited fun. And so what I did is I asked you, my three friends, to send me some stories, some embarrassing stories, made up stories even if you wanted to, about 3 months ago. Yes.
Oh, God.
We did this?
You turned our trauma into songs?
Well, you all three sent me stories except for Alissa and Dalton. So really only Andrew sent me stories. So
we're going to hear about my life in song today.
Alissa and Dalton don't get to just get away scot-free. They have to also serve the punishment. I'm just going to have to pick from my memory their embarrassing stories.
Oh, God.
So these are all true embarrassing stories that I have put
as told by Mike.
to song.
You can't
As
fill in
told
the
by
details.
me. As told by me.
I don't do embarrassing things though, so
Yeah,
I'm
he's like Neil
confused.
Patrick Harris on How I Met Your Mother. He can't take a bad photo.
I know.
Like every time you think you're catching him doing something embarrassing,
I
he's like
know.
actually skateboarding.
And then
Yeah.
Marshall is always taking a bad photo. And I'm definitely this group's Marshall. But you know what? I think I might have found the bad photo of the bad part of Dalton's life version of the song of the analogy of Neil Patrick Harris. I'm losing the thread. I found an embarrassing story for Dalton, and
You
I put
found
it to
one.
song. I did.
You've already done
You
this.
did.
I did. I wrote these all today. So these are all written today. Lyrics by me, music by artificial intelligence. And here we go.
Oh God.
This one is called Andrew Was Such a Little Shit When He Was Young. Here we go.
Oh God.
Who sings this?
Oh yeah. What's the style?
Is this like a Black Eyed Peas situation? Is this like an Adele kind of deal?
For
Like,
this
who-
one, I put in, you want to hear what I put in?
Mhm.
A
Yeah,
rousing
please.
emotional acoustic ballad with a male tenor singer. He sings occasionally in a falsetto and does lots of vocal runs. You have to get very specific with the I played with this for hours and hours at this point.
This song is like
Not just today.
perfected. This is gonna win a damn Grammy.
I went through several iterations for most of these songs, but honestly, this one nailed it in one. So Andrew, I only needed to put in these parameters and these lyrics, and I think he gave me the perfect song.
Oh,
Wow.
For this story
All right.
that you sent me 3 months ago, which you
Okay.
will hear now.
Andrew was such a little shit when he was growing up. In first grade, for a laugh, he'd straight up piss on the bus. He had a little friend would pull their wieners out and piss all over the seats. This is not a joke, these little fucks did this shit for weeks. One day the driver caught Andrew pissing midstream. He was fuming bad because the bus reeked. It smelled like piss. The driver tried to tell his mom and dad what he'd been doing all this time with his pee. But the driver didn't know English because this was in Germany. He only spoke German. Andrew said this driver's crazy. I don't know what he's saying. It got off scot-free. His parents said, poor Andrew. They bought him Toy Story 2. Andrew's a little fucking shit. Andrew was such a little shit when he was growing up. In first grade, for a laugh, he'd straight up piss on the bus. He had a little friend would pull their wieners out and piss all over the
I
seats.
know, it just repeats.
Hey,
Andrew's-
you guys get the story.
Andrews just repeats, but that last part is so good, I wanted to listen to it twice.
Why is
my
that going to
good
be
Lord.
stuck in my head for the rest of the fucking day?
Because
Piss on the
when you
bus.
put me
Dude.
and AI together, you get magic. That's what I learned today.
Everything it said in the song, by the way, was 100% factual. That is
I just-
a biographical song.
Okay, wait. So to summarize,
Uh-huh.
you peed on a bus,
Yes.
and then
Me and
the
my buddy.
German bus driver caught you, but your mom and dad didn't understand him.
Me and my buddy were like the last two stops, and our school was like half an hour away. And so after the other kids were dropped off, we thought it'd be funny to piss on the bus because that's not where you piss. And so for a couple weeks,
I mean, that is pretty solid.
Can't argue the logic with that.
foolproof.
It's not where
And
you
we'd
piss.
piss. And we'd piss and be like, ha, dude, you're pissing on the seats. Dude, me too. Look at a piss going in the back of the bus because it goes in the floor and then it just rolls back there, you know?
Question:
God.
how did
Yeah.
you not have all the other kids around you screaming, "They're pissing! Andrew's
We were the
pissing!"
last stop because we were the last
He
two
just said they were
stops.
the last ones on the bus.
Okay, okay.
So
okay.
one day he caught me pissing midstream, also true in the song, and he stopped the bus in the middle of this country road, and he didn't speak a word of English, and he just like pointed at me and pointed out of the bus, and I thought he was kicking my 5-year-old ass into the German countryside alone.
Just like the Swiss Alps, like the Von Trapps. Andrew's climbing a mountain because he pissed on a bus.
Oh
And
my
I think he
God.
like kicked my ass, like he just like nudged my ass, like, and then he like pointed to his fly. And he's like, "Finish pissing outside," is what he was really saying. And then we
This
got
poor
back on the
guy.
bus.
He
Yeah,
thought that you
poor
had
guy.
to pee so badly that
Oh,
you
yeah.
were peeing on the bus. So he's like,
Yeah.
get out there and finish up.
I know. And so he tried to tell my parents. My mom picked me up at the bus stop, and my dad just happened to be off from work that day. And I see both my parents standing there, and I'm like, I'm fucked.
Mm.
I'm covered in piss. The piss is mine. It's my own piss. And he like gets off the bus and he just like in broken English is trying to explain the horrors I've been doing for the last several weeks. And they're just like, And so on the walk back, I just totally gaslit my parents and I was like, so what he was trying to say is that I had to pee really bad and it just started coming out, but luckily I was able to like pull down my pants in time, and unfortunately it got on the bus seats, but like he was really mean about it.
You're the devil.
I'm the devil.
That's
And then my parents were like, oh, well, I know you've had a bad day. Guess what? We actually just bought Toy Story on VHS. We were going to surprise you guys tonight, but here it is now,
Here
buddy.
it is.
This
And,
poor German man.
Yeah.
Just a blue-collar worker every day,
yeah.
and he's trying to tell your parents, every day your son, he pees on the bus. He just
Why is he Italian
This
now?
is what it
Very
is.
good now.
He's so mad
Okay,
he turned it down.
my German accent isn't, like, perfect, I'll admit. But anyway, you're rewarded for this, for your behavior.
Horrible. I feel horrible. He specifically cleaned up urine.
Oh, for sure.
I mean,
for
yeah.
weeks.
They don't have a bus maid who goes around with her urine mop and
And
takes
they weren't
care of the
absorbent
bus after
seats.
the last stop.
No, it slid off like a duck's back onto the floor.
Right. And then somebody has to clean it. So, okay, we're going to play the next song.
Let's move on.
Oh, wait.
Oh, what's
Wait,
this one
who's
called?
Wait, what's the song
Is this
called?
mine?
This is yours. It's just called Aviators because I didn't give it a cool title. I just gave it a title.
Dalton knows
So-
what it is. Look at him.
But I will
I
have...
feel like I already know what this is about.
Hold on. Oh, I hope this is the right one. I think it is. Okay, here we go.
Aviators, blue jeans, generic number shirt with no sports team. Aviators, blue jeans, generic number shirt with no sports team. If you think he's in the closet, then you're a fool. He's straight, all white Mustang with custom license plate. He's straight. A puka shell necklace, gelled up hair, all in place. He's straight. An actual girl he brought to prom. He's straight. Whiskey in the glass, cowboy killer in his face. He's straight. See, he's totally cool when he casually used the F slur. He's straight. Aviators, blue jeans, generic number shirt with no sports team. Aviators, blue jeans, generic number shirt with no sports team. Don't ask questions, boy. He doesn't date college girls because he's into older women, boy. That makes sense. Don't you know he goes to church and plays sports? How could he do that if he were gay? He's straight. He goes to the gym just to watch his weight. He'd rather talk about video games than but that's just because he's a gentleman. He's straight. Senior year picture with an acoustic guitar. He's straight. Another where he's leaning on a fast sports car. He's straight. Wait, can Dalton even play guitar? Of course he can. He's straight. Dalton, that white boy loves Aviators, blue jeans, generic number shirt with no sports team. Aviators, blue jeans, generic number shirt with no sports team.
Okay.
That was
solid.
fucking
What
gold.
the
That
That
was
was great.
Thank you. What
That
I
was
put
great.
into this one was mid-2000s girl group rap song to an aggressive hip-hop beat. The chorus is an aggressive hip-hop beat. You have to be very specific with it. The rest is a soft black girl voice singing, a la Get Your Money. So I put that in, and I wrote your lyrics, and it just made magic. It made fucking
was-
magic.
Is that a downloadable track? Can you send
I
that?
actually can send that to you. I could make these
That's Dalton's
public and get the
walkout song.
millions
No.
of clicks.
Dalton's gonna have his whole have everyone at the gym working out to it tomorrow morning. He's
Oh
like
my God. I mean,
teaching
it's
a
a banger,
class.
dude.
Here
It
we
sounded like a
go.
Kesha song. You know what I mean?
My favorite was the generic numbered tee with no sports teams on
No
them.
Right.
sports team.
So
There's just a number.
I looked through just your Facebook photos for inspiration, and I was like, let's remember what Dalton dressed like when he was straight for those, those straight years. Those 4 or 5 straight years. Yeah. That we knew you for. And yeah, it was born. I love you so much. This was Out of Love. Let's get to the episode. Sugar digga 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 digga.
Wonderful transition.
So to recap on what happened last time, the three of you came back to your living quarters with Elle, Des, and Inigo. There was a message there waiting for you from the council. Dr. Bad has specifically requested the three of you come to the producer's office early the next morning. You all kind of had a come to Jesus moment. I think it's the first time that there's been like a point of gravity conversation within the three of you about, you know, everything that's happened so far, how we went from Faerun to Spaceopolis and then into Space House, and these new bodies that you're having to contend with. Some feelings were unpacked, mostly on Alyssa's end. And Dalton, after you plugged him in, among other things, revealed a secret tunnel that is under your living quarters, and that is where we pick up.
That's right. Dalton, explain yourself.
Yeah, Dalton, explain yourself.
Explain yourself. We've been waiting a week to hear what you're talking about.
Explain what part? The tunnel that's underneath the living quarters, or the fact that it doesn't show up on any of the official maps?
All of it.
How about all of it?
Oh,
Yeah,
you-
that's all
you
pertinent information.
Yeah, you're giving us info. How do you know this?
Yeah, that.
Okay, so when I'm plugged in, what I have found, because there's a lot of time to just think in this empty, vast wasteland of technology that I currently reside in. When I'm not plugged in and able to talk to all of you fine individuals, I am floating through what I can best describe as the internet, or our childlike imaginings of what the internet was before we realized that what it actually was. And so I have access to a lot of information. I've been watching a lot of Space House. Like a lot of the old seasons, I still think that Captain Laserface was robbed in season 13, but that's neither here nor there. And one thing that I have been able to do while watching Space House is like watch the feeds, like not the main feeds that everybody watches, but like the after hours feeds, right? And this really weird thing started happening probably about 2 weeks ago. Where there's just this little blur moving, like on the edges of some of the security cameras. Nothing super in focus. It's just a mass, just moving from, you know, frame to frame. And I've noticed they have a tendency to go into this one room and then just never come back out. And I was like, oh, well, that's weird. Like, what's in that room? Like, I want to be in that room, but I can't because physically there is no body. I'm just floating in this void. And so I started looking at schematics and blueprints of the satellite. And what's really weird is there's an access tunnel that runs under the entirety of Space House, but it's not on any of the official maps.
Huh.
Only on the original blueprint that is not publicly accessible.
Okay.
So that's
it's like
weird.
it's like access panel. It's like electricians need to adjust the thermostat panels. You know?
So
It could
Dalton,
be.
Pretty normal.
Yeah, it could be.
if I understand this correctly, so these tunnels, they sort of spider out all over Space House, right?
They do.
Underneath.
Correct. Correct.
So yeah, no, Andrew, I think you're exactly right. It's like a crawl space under a house.
Yeah.
You got to get access to the plumbing. You got to get access to,
The electrical.
Electrical. You got to get
Right.
access to the fucking fiber optics. All of that.
I mean,
shit.
there's no wires anywhere. There's got to be wires buried somewhere in these
And
buildings.
these panels, they morph into different three-dimensional objects. So there has to be some circuitry and shit that they have to address underneath it too, right? Like this whole
Yeah.
thing is like that map in Westworld. Things just fucking appear and change at will. So there has to be a lot of tech underground where we can't see,
Yeah.
you know?
But can our show not nosedive after the first or second season because that
I
show
would
just
like
got
that.
terrible?
Can I be honest? I didn't even see the third and fourth.
Oh God, no! Why would you? No.
I was, my curiosity, wasn't there.
I read the Wikipedia. Doesn't seem worth it.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so, but what do we do with this information? I mean, we're going to be busy competing for Space House, trying not to die.
Well, we have nights, right? We're not doing anything at night. So maybe when everybody else is asleep, we'll take the opportunity, skulk around, look at stuff, you know?
Like right now?
Yeah, but are we on camera right now? Do you think we're mic'd up?
Dalton, how many people are watching this feed right now?
There are currently 6,320.
And they can hear us?
Yeah, they have access to both the audio and the video, yes.
Okay, so we are rehearsing for a play, and that's the play called The Secret Panels by Dalton, who is also a Macy. Gross.
Hey, guys.
I don't think that's accurate. I don't have a corporeal body
He's
to
more like a digital
inhabit. Yeah.
But he's
data from Star Trek.
I'm like a
but
data
without
ghost.
For
body.
the feed, he's okay. We gotta be quiet. We gotta
We'll
get.
be quiet.
Where
Dalton.
are there not cameras and mics here?
Yeah, where was that other guy going?
So, you remember the green room that all of you met that really eager PA in?
You watched that part too?
Oh.
I've got a lot of downtime. A lot
Honestly,
of downtime.
that was one of our best moments, I think, in the show so far. Little Gumption.
Oh, little
He was great.
Gumption.
Yeah.
Oh my
Anyways,
God.
the room that this other figure keeps disappearing in is in that same hallway. I can't tell if it's like a control room, like a technical, like a janitor's closet. I can't tell. Physically, don't have a body. Can't go explore.
You were saying figure because you can't make out this person in the dark.
I am saying figure because every time whatever moves across the screen, it's we've all seen Wreck-It Ralph, right? Yeah?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Wreck Ralph too.
Yeah,
Right.
Vanellope, when she glitches and it just kind of blurs, that's what happens to the video when this thing moves across the screen. So I don't know if it's disrupting it. I don't know if it has a glitch. It could be Vanellope von Schweek's. Weirder things have happened.
Yeah.
Sure.
Weirder things like the feed going wrong after our fight with that marble girl.
Yes, the feed can be manipulated. So maybe whoever is doing this
Is
is
with Marble
changing the
Girl.
feed in real time. Or with Marble Girl. Or with Marble Girl.
Wait. If the feed can be changed and manipulated, then theoretically, we could manipulate the feed to hide the three of you?
We could do it too.
Dalton,
wait a second.
Andrew.
I start patting my belly. I'm like looking for. Do I have an extra panel, like an LCD screen or some sort of panel on my body?
Andrew, as you're like patting around on your body, a very familiar voice comes over your head. Excuse me, I see we are doing some exploratory searching across our anatomy. Is there anything I may assist with?
Okay, I told you last night you can't announce that out loud. When I'm doing an exploratory anatomical scan with my digits, you can't say it out loud.
Yeah,
Only in the
I
head
can hear
next
when
time.
you say that sometimes. If
It's a
Andrew
new
doesn't-
body, dude.
Yeah, if Andrew doesn't have the volume turned down, I can hear.
Yeah. Okay. I need a screen. If I don't have one on me, maybe you can locate a nearby screen that we can transport and just kind of set in front of these cameras. You know what I mean? So that there's a static image or a looped video of us sleeping or something in
But
front of the
that's
camera.
not going to help us, Andrew. We take out this camera. What about the other cameras we come across? We need something that we can carry with us on the go.
We need 9,000 LCD screens, or else Mike is right.
Or
I don't know what to do.
we've got a man in the chair, Dalton. Dalton
Man in the
stays
chair?
here, follows the feed as we go from camera to camera, blurs us out.
Can you manipulate the feed, Dalton?
I have not tried, but
Try this one.
Us, display feed. And I raise my hands and I'm trying to project the feed so we can all watch what it looks like.
You hear us come over your head again. Displaying current live feed. And as she says displaying current live feed, Andrew's jaw kind of like extends down and this projection lens comes out from where his tongue and teeth would normally be and projects the current live feed, and it does show the three of you standing inside of Mike's room with Andrew projecting the feed at the same time. Okay, well, I don't think that worked.
Okay.
Okay. Dalton,
Yes.
You can access the feed.
I can access the feed, yes, because that's what I do when none of you want to talk to me.
You can view the feed.
Correct.
And you don't know how you could try to edit it? Like, is there some security? Ah, fuck it. All right.
He doesn't
guys.
have arms. He's just
That's not gonna work.
He's just like a brain.
What
A
about
digital brain
Andrew?
and a thumb drive.
Well,
Andrew's got AI in him.
Oh. Yeah. Hey, us.
Yes.
Hey, this sounds complicated, but do you know how to, like, manipulate a video as it's being played?
Would you like the manipulated video to show a looped static image, or would you like the manipulated video to have AI components showing figures that are not actually there?
We want, we want the second one with the lies and the deceit. That sounds great. You could just do that? But wait, but what Mike said was that if there's other cameras, are you going to be able to project this across all cameras?
Yes, if I have access to the mainframe, I should be able to manipulate as we move about the facility.
So if it has access to the mainframe, then it can manipulate the feed. Can you do it retroactively, us? If somebody watches the last 10 minutes of this feed while we've been conspiring, can you make sure that the record is we're all just talking about nothing, or something innocuous? Is that possible?
Yes, that is possible. Once I have access to the main feed, I can manipulate it to our desire.
But how do we
Okay,
access
Retroactively.
the main
Access the main feed.
Accessing main feed now.
It's so easy, guys. With the computer in your head, it's so easy.
I mean, that's easy. That's Doctor Who easy. That's really good.
Error. There is a firewall blocking the main feed from being
Of
accessed.
course.
Okay.
Okay.
Can Dalton take care of the firewall?
feed? Can we just plug you into him? Dalton into Andrew?
Well, I think we need to find how to get past the firewall first, right?
Right.
As of right now, everyone can hear everything we're saying.
I know.
And just for those people watching, we're gonna fucking get out of here.
Wait,
Yeah, that's right.
No,
And you're not gonna
Alissa
have
might
proof
be
that we had this conversation.
on to something though. If I can access the firewall, and then when I access the firewall, you unplug me from whatever I'm connected to, and then plug me into Andrew, and then
Okay.
Andrew plugs into where I was just plugged in. Or
Okay.
take out the middleman, unplug me, plug me into Andrew, and then plug Andrew into where I was just plugged in. And then I
So you're
override
plugged into
us.
me. I'm plugged into it.
Yeah. And plug.
You can access
and
it
unplug.
through me, and I can access it through me. And then,
and
we
then
win.
plug in the coffee maker because it's going to be a long night.
Okay. Let's do it.
It's an espresso,
Right.
Dalton. I'm sorry. Dalton likes hand grated beans, but we have Nespresso and we have pods.
All right,
That's
well,
what we have.
and zoop, I unplugged Dalton.
Oh,
and
did you eject? Did you right click and hit eject?
I always thought
It's
that was
the
like
only
a
way
little
to save your
scam. You didn't
data.
really have to do it.
No, it could
Okay, but
actually
it makes
fuck
me feel
things
more
up.
safe.
One thing's out of 100, it could really fuck things up. Hit eject.
I feel like every time I do
Okay.
it, there's never a problem.
All right,
Yeah.
Okay.
all right. Lick the USB drive and put it in.
All right. Stick it right into Andrew.
I don't know if I like that. That seemed no. That
It
seemed
went in
off.
really easily.
No.
Is that the right? It felt loose.
You
No, it's kinda-
you plug Dalton into Andrew, and Dalton's red coated shoulders and the head pop up, and one eye has like slid down to like the middle of the cheek area, and then the left side of the head kind of looks caved in a little bit. Alissa, did you hit eject before you pulled me out of the hollow deck? Because
I
told you.
something feels
told you.
weird.
I didn't think that was real.
You have
You
to
didn't
hit
hit
eject.
eject, did you? You had to
It's
hit
not
you
real
gotta
on
hit
Earth,
eject, Dalton.
Alyssa.
Can
It's
I
not Earth.
undo? Can I undo? Can I unplug you now?
I mean, maybe.
L would have done this correctly.
Oh my
I'm just
God.
waiting for the
Honestly,
voice.
Elle would
Al.
have, because she always knows about. She's always talking about the newest tech. Like she has.
I know.
Yeah,
and she
can
just
we
says
try
it so
this again?
smartly.
Can you eject me properly and then plug me back in and see if it resets my face?
Eject the man properly. Look at his face. Look at his gorgeous
Eject
face.
him from
his
me,
figure.
put him back in the thing, and then re-eject him. You might have to format the disk.
Well,
You may have to format the. Sometimes just doing it again fixes it. You got to
oh
do
my
it
God!
quick.
All right, Andrew, you eject properly. It's you. So eject him
Okay.
for me.
Oh, actually, for my body, it's not necessary. So, and I take it out.
Oh my
I'm
God.
upgraded. I've got the upgrade, Earth upgrade.
We got you. We got you. Dalton
Got
was
you
in
so
on it.
good.
You
We're
don't
all
have
in
to
on it.
eject.
I was. It
Dalton-
was a joke. Ejecting is a lie.
Yeah.
Ejecting
It's
is
a lie,
a
Alyssa.
Hey,
Elle would
Of course
have
it's a
really
lie.
gotten
We
that
got you
joke.
convinced, though, you dummy.
Elle would
Elle
not
wouldn't
have fallen for that.
It's
Dude.
simpatico.
Yep.
Yes, Dalton, high five.
Yeah.
I know you can't.
I
but
don't
come
have
on.
a body. Still don't have a body.
Okay.
All right, we'll get it back.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Andrew, plug yourself in.
Okay. Which body part and on what slot?
Didn't you have a cord in your neck? Turn around.
No, it's not his neck. For the Dalton's type of USB, it's taint. I'm sorry, Andrew. Spread.
No.
Wait,
Spread.
Dalton's in my taint, which I thought he was already there, but I need to plug my thing into
Exactly.
this
We're
thing.
asking what to plug into the computer.
Oh, that's
Dalton's in
butthole.
my taint. That's fine. That's assumed. I thought we all knew that.
We can go
But
in
what
through
am
the taint.
I tainting?
Okay.
Oh my God.
I go into I put my pinky into the taint of the computer. I pinky the taint.
You raise your hand to go insert your pinky, and the tip of your finger flips open, and you have a little like Lightning C adapter charger that you plug into the mainframe. Okay, I am plugged in now.
Whoa.
Taking down. Let's see. Don't need that. Don't need that. Okay.
Whoa.
Firewall is down. Andrew, tell your
That
little
is
robot
crazy.
voice that they are good to go.
Hey, us?
Yes.
Remember that thing we were all smartly talking about a couple minutes ago?
Retroactively manipulating the feed.
Enact the plan.
Manipulating the feed now. Manipulation of the feed at 20%. And then this
20%,
goes
guys.
on for a few minutes
Ah.
until us finally says, manipulation of the feed complete. You are now manipulating the feed.
That
Okay.
was awesome.
Can you make Goo Boy jump? I mean juggle? What's your name? Goo Dude?
I'm not Goo Boy,
What?
and I'm not Goo Dude.
It's Michael.
It's Michael or Mike or Jelly Boy, and you
Jelly
know that.
Boy. I forgot your official name. Dude, okay. It's new for me. Can we make him juggle? Like, I want to see how far we can take this whole manipulation thing.
I could juggle my goo. That's cool. Goo balls.
No, I think he's asking to do it on the feed. You stand still.
No, I know. I'm just doing what I want to see me doing.
Ah.
Us, you can manipulate real life. That's crazy. Mike just looked like he was juggling to me, and I'm not even watching the feed.
That's because he was juggling in front of you. Are your ocular devices damaged?
I don't know. Okay. Guys.
Calibrating retina displays now. And then
Oh.
you hear just like this whirring happen in your head and behind your ear. Calibration
Ooh.
complete.
I'm calibrated. I'm ready to go, guys.
Now you have like better than 20/20 vision.
It's like slightly better.
I
like-
think it's 2030 or something. Right?
Mhm.
I think that would be correct.
I don't know. I'm just
Okay.
making shit up. Listen, you guys. I can we all admit I had a really good plan. It was pretty fucking solid. I think it's because I had more caffeine today than I normally do. Because I was like
Good.
thinking of stuff I normally wouldn't. I retroactively came off the tip of my tongue so fast.
It
I
was
don't
a
even know
great
what that
word.
means. So
I know.
Yes,
I don't
yes.
know, it sounded really smart, though.
Congratulations. This was all very good, but let's go before it gets too late. We only have so many hours.
all right, let's go.
Yeah, I don't know how long this is gonna hold. But wait, guys, I'm plugged in. Okay, so you two have to go. I think if I unplug, we're gonna lose the connection.
Wait,
No.
Dalton, Andrew, you can't come with us?
I don't know. Dalton's plugged into me. I'm plugged into this. Us. If I disconnect, am I gonna lose you?
Correct. If you disconnect, you will lose access to the mainframe, which I have been able to crack. However,
Okay.
if I am downloaded into the portable USB and then plugged back in, both entities can stay here.
Okay.
Okay.
Then okay, go ahead and migrate your data from me to Dalton. Dalton, you better treat her right. Okay.
Before you do this, you do understand that I will not be able to access any of your systems.
Wait. You're gonna leave me? My body?
Wait.
Yes, I will temporarily be unavailable to you as you adventure through Space House.
Aw.
Andrew,
But
did you
you're-
say us is gonna leave your body?
But I'm afraid. That's like being out without my smartphone. I don't like that. I feel naked without you, us.
You're gonna have to figure out how to operate your body by yourself without us.
I can't. I'm scared. I don't know how it works. Ugh,
It is
okay.
only temporary until you
Okay.
come back and re-download me from the portable USB.
Yeah.
Us? Us, will you tell me I'm a brave boy?
You are the bravest boy I have ever had the pleasure of knowing.
Oh, wow.
Which might not seem like a lot because I am an AI intelligence and have never physically met you. But you are still brave.
Oh, wow. Okay. You get out of my body, Us. You go on get. You go into my gay friend's thumb drive body. Does anyone call it a thumb drive anymore, or does that make me sound old?
I
Makes you
think it's
sound old.
interchangeable.
No, it makes you
You
sound
go
very
into
old.
him.
Makes
Oh
you-
wait,
makes
I
you
gotta
sound very
unplug.
old.
Do I unplug? Are you ready? Dalton, do you feel her yet?
Dalton, do
Words
you
I've
feel
never
her?
heard before.
Is she inside
Um,
you yet, buddy?
Oh. Dalton, this
We're just
usually
making
isn't
it
how
worse.
it goes, by the way. It's usually the other way around.
No, this is a strange
Lot of firsts for
scenario
you.
Yeah.
Data has been successfully downloaded. Ejecting USB now.
Oh no.
And then the USB auto ejects from Andrew and can now be plugged back into the mainframe.
Are we good? They're plugged in?
I remove my pinky from the taint of the computer, and the pinky doesn't auto close this time. And I take my other hand and I. Okay,
That's it.
guys. It's your buddy Andrew, and he's on his own, and he's a big
Andrew?
boy.
You are.
You are not just Andrew.
I'm sorry.
You are Anbot 3000. You're Anbot 3000. You don't need us.
Yeah.
You are machine. You don't need an OS, baby.
Just down the hall, I saw a guy vacuuming, and on the vacuum, I think it said Andrew 4000.
Honestly,
I just feel
I
outdated.
hate for you to find out this way. There are Anbot 4000s. There are 5000s. They're about to release the 6000 series, I think, come Wintermas.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh God. I mean, I chose my username before knowing all that, and now it
Yeah.
seems wrong. But
if you can choose it once, you can choose it again. And you know what? I say you're an Anbot
Yeah.
7000.
There it goes. There you go. Rousing speech.
oh my God, Peony, for your thoughts. I have to tell Elle that you said
Oh
that.
my
That
God.
was
was
really
so
good.
cool.
It sounded
I
like
want her to
something Elle would
rephrase it in a
say when
cooler
you
way.
need like a little bit of inspiration and
Right.
leadership.
I'll have to feed her that line, see like how she can turn that
She
into
would
something
say it
inspiring. But
really
thank
well.
you.
All right, we're
Alyssa.
leaving. Wait, Dalton. So we just have to go
Yes.
into the green room, but then from there, where do we go again?
The room is in the same hallway as the green room, so same general area. But it's like a janitor's closet, like a tech closet kind of deal. Yes, Michael.
That tech closet janitor area, is that in our building or a different building?
You will have to navigate.
We're gonna have to navigate
yes.
to it. Andrew, you don't have us.
Guys. I mean, I have all this stuff in here. I don't know how to work my
Um,
body, dude. I don't know how to access my system. This was a mistake. I should plug Dalton back
No,
into my
no,
taint. I'm
we
no,
can
scared.
do this.
no, we don't
Okay.
need Dalton. We don't need your
Okay.
taint. Listen,
We can figure it out.
pull up your internal keyboard. Pull up the hollow keyboard. Okay.
Okay. Lift up my
Yeah.
shirt,
Yeah.
and there's a ninja making a milkshake for some reason. Like, damn it, that. I pull out my kneecap, and there's a CD-ROM cleaner in there.
Oh,
Damn
fuck.
it! I don't know.
cleaner.
Just search my body. Just pat me down.
What you need to do is, put your fingers like this, and then
Okay.
put them up to your forehead. Now you look like
Okay.
a fucking
Ew.
idiot.
Ah,
What
loser.
a
no.
fucking idiot, bro.
Us would have never let that happen to
There's
me.
an
Sorry.
L on your forehead.
I'm sorry. No. For real, what you do is you put
Listen,
your hands
guys.
like this.
Big,
Like this.
wide.
Now you go into type
Okay.
mode. Start typing Command R. I learned a little about this because I did have a short thing with a bot. But
Okay.
no, not like a thing, but like she came over once. Nothing happened.
I don't
She
need to
came
know.
over to my place. I thought it was
But she typed Command
yeah,
R.
she typed Command R. Anyway, I'm sorry. So
When you're married,
I'm
Okay.
sorry. Command R. Now hit.
I start typing in the air, and I'm like imagining Command R, and I'm like feeling.
You're doing
keys
it.
Yeah,
in my
Andrew.
brain.
As you start to type, you do like feel your hands pressing on these like imaginary keys
Ooh.
floating
Ah.
in the air, and you hear some clicking, and there's like information that is starting to be processed in your head. Roll a d20 for me.
He's
Okay,
You're doing it.
He's doing it.
that's an 8.
So you are able to learn that that the room that you are looking for is in the backstage area, which is in the main arena when all of you first entered. So it's where the transport pods are. It's where the teleportation pad is. It's where the medical scanners are inside that giant arena when you first got to Space House. However, you can't figure out the map to get from where you're at to where you need to be. It all just looks like a maze to you. I need everyone to roll a history check.
Okay. A 3. Good.
Dalton,
good.
can I spend a key point for a reroll on history?
That's not how key points
Son of a bitch.
I got a 17.
You're good at this. You're good at knowing what they're for. I
You're good
thought
at
you
this
wouldn't
whole
know.
DM thing.
Okay. Yeah, I got a 5.
I got a 17.
Cool. We're gonna go with Andrew's roll because that was the better one out of all of you. Collectively, you are all able to figure out how you got from the arena to the green room, to the producer's office, to the living quarters by backtracking your steps. And you all leave your living quarters and make your way through a series of montage of going down different hallways, different sliding doors to get to the hallway where the green room, the producer's office, and this janitor's closet-esque area is.
Here we are.
Okay, guys. Wow, it took us 40 days to get here. We killed how many countless people
So many.
to get to this moment?
It didn't feel like 40
No,
days, but gosh, I guess it was.
Wow. You're good at time, Andrew.
I know. And here's the room we needed.
Wow. Okay.
Well,
So now we just need to figure out where the blob went from here.
Can we not call him the blob?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Can we
That's your
call him
thing.
the
That's your thing.
unidentifiable
You know, it is.
shape or something?
Yes.
that's a lot more words.
How
for
about the
blob,
shape
though.
then?
The
We're all
shape.
shapes, but we're not all blobs.
Exactly.
How about a
I'm a
uni-
blob. And by the way, you guys should really
You're a
stop
little
saying
blob.
that. That's our word.
Okay,
How about
sorry.
A
That's your word.
USO. It was a unidentified shadowy object.
Shapey?
How about, Andrew's better. Yeah, Shapey,
How about
not
the
USO.
glitch?
We're going to call him Shapey.
Dalton described it as a glitch. A shapey
Okay,
glitch.
I like Shapey better.
Oh my gosh.
The shift. The shift.
The shift.
No. This sounds like an 80s
We're sticking with
band.
glitch. I
It
like
does.
glitch.
Okay, the glitch.
The glitch.
Fine.
The
Okay,
glitch. With a capital
Dalton
G.
and I open up the door to go into the little closet.
Cool. You open up the door, and it is what you would expect from a sci-fi janitor's closet. There are like a couple of cleaning robots. There is some super fancy like mop contraption, as well as a super fancy like vacuum cleaner. There
And
are
about 5,000.
disintegrating guns for those more like hard to get stains, and the different things
Dalton,
like that. Yes.
am I to assume that this mop contraption, is it a gravity mop?
It is a gravity mop.
Can I please take the gravity mop? And I'd like to take a disintegrating gun.
Same.
Well, there's only one gravity mop. Dalton didn't say there's a lot.
No,
Hold on. Why do you guys both know what
I'm
a
taking the
gravity mop
gun.
is?
Okay, I want
'Cause
one of the
What is a
disintegrating
gravity
guns. You said
mop?
plural gun, so I'll take a gun.
I did
Mike,
say
you're holding a
plural
gravity
guns.
mop. What does that do? Why'd you
Listen,
go
we'll
for that?
describe
That's
what
cool.
the gravity mop does later when I need it. I'm going to put it inside my goo along with the gun. Just keister it.
he's going alphabet on us.
Yep.
You're
I'm
keystering the
keistering
gun?
the gun. I'm keistering the mop.
You keistered
I
the
keistered
mop?
the mop.
Mop, like mop head first, I noticed.
Oh,
Wow.
yep.
It's bold.
There it is. Secure.
I'm going to keister whatever I can keister also.
I pick up the gun and I start looking around the room for any like loose panels, Dalton, because the art. What are we calling him again? The glitch had to have gone somewhere.
I wanted Shapey, but yeah.
Give me an investigation check, please.
11.
Cool. So you are looking around, and you kind of have a general idea of what you're looking for. So you are focused mostly on the floor. You know that the access tunnel runs underneath, as Dalton described. So you're looking specifically at the floor. And since you do kind of have an idea of kind of what you're looking for, loose screws, loose panels, you notice that the carbon steel for one of the panels over to the left-hand side of the room is just slightly darker than the rest of the flooring.
Guys, come check this out. I think I found it.
Mm-hmm.
Now we just need to like find maybe if you click on it, maybe you push it, it'll kind of pop out. Or maybe there's like a button. Just here, help me look around. Maybe there's a way to open this.
Yeah, I start slapping things. Slapping
Dalton,
vents
is there a
and
seam
walls.
on the panel?
There is.
So this panel, I assume it's a panel. It's connected to other panels. This exact same shape.
So just lift it up.
I mean, I don't know. You touch it. You're the one in front of the panel.
All right, I get my nails into the groove there and I try to pry it up.
You go to pry it up and it gives slightly, but you don't have enough leverage to lift it.
Okay.
Hold it open. Keep holding it open. Keep holding it open.
Yeah.
Yeah. I stick my hand, my metal hand, the left one, and I kind of like wedge it in there, and I'm kind of like using it as a
Like a
pry
crowbar.
Nice.
As like a pry bar.
Andrew, give me a strength check.
Okey-doke.
I take Andrew.
Oh, natural 20.
Hell yeah!
Legit.
Nat 20, baby!
I'm imagining Andrew takes his other arm and just goes.
Like hammering it in there.
So,
Yeah.
Andrew, you stick your hand down into the groove of this panel, and like Alissa described, you ratchet your elbow down with your opposite hand, and with a very loud and kind of echoing pop, the panel pops off, and it reveals a tunnel that leads down into the inky blackness below. With the discovery of this strange tunnel, it seems that Space House has only begun to reveal its secrets. Find out next week what lies in the inky darkness below on the newest episode of Dungeon Radio Hour. In the meantime, join us over at Patreon at www.patreon.com/Dungeon Radio Hour for extended intros, bloopers, and more behind-the-scenes content from your lovable Earthlings at DRH. Until next time, keep the volume up, the dial tuned in, and always say yes to adventure. Bye for now, kids. And then the USB auto ejects from Andrew can now be plugged back into the mainframe.
Can I tell you guys something? The first time a girl entered me, I ejected way too early.
Wow.
Way prematurely.
Wow.
And there were errors. And I was
Okay.
not able to use the thumb correctly the second time, if you know what I mean. Do you know what I mean? Always
I
press
love you.
eject. Always press eject. Carry on.
Oh, good.